So how do we render images in Flutter? So to render images in Flutter, we use the image widget. So in the image widget, we have three types of image widget. We have the one that renders images from the assets folder. We have one that renders images from the network or from the internet. And then we have the one that is used to render images from the device's memory. So I'm going to show you two of the widgets. The next one that renders from the memory, I'm going to talk about it in the next video using the image picker library. So what we need to do is we need to go into the root of our Flutter project. That is the root of our Flutter project. We need to create the assets folder. So once we've created the assets folder, what I'll do is I'll just go into my computer and then I'll just copy this space image, and then I'll then open the assets folder, and then I then paste this space image inside the assets folder, and then I then go into the pubspec.yaml file. So if you go into your pubspec.yaml file, what you need to do is you need to make sure this assets is under the user's material design, which is called to true, and then make sure that this dash is below the second S, and then make sure there is a space between these assets, and then make sure that there is a /, right? So after doing that, let's then create the image, and then we want to load the image from the asset. So say image.asset. So inside this, we specify the path of the image. So I'm going to say it's in the assets. It's in the assets folder, and then the image is space.jpg. Okay. So what we need to do is let's debug our application. So first you need to stop debugging, because once you make changes into the assets folder, those files must be loaded into the emulator. So you need to restart debugging, and then let's wait for it to so you can, as you can see now, our image is now rendered onto this device screen, right? But let's repeat with the center widget. We want it to be in the center, so let's just reload. Okay, as you can see, so there are some parameters that we can use to manipulate this image widget. The first parameter is the height. We can specify the height, let's say 300. We can also specify the width, which is also, let's give it a width of 300. As you can see now, we have a width of 300, but as you can see, the height is not the image widget is not fitting the height. So what can we do for it to fit the height so that it matches the height of 300 dp? One way of doing that is by using the fit parameter. So we say fit, and then we say box fit. We say box fit dot, and then we fill the height. It fills the height. As you can see, if we use, as you can see now, it occupies a height of 300 dp and also a width of 300 dp. Or if we want it to occupy both the height of 300 dp and a width of 300 dp, we can just use the box. We can just use the box fit dot fill. This will fill the height of 300 and also a width of 300. So as you can see, if I can say box fit dot fill, we can also fill the width dot fit. If we say fit the width, as you can see, to fit the width. It doesn't change because it had already had a width of 300. So as you can see, if I say box fit dot contain, you'll see that nothing changes, as the box fit dot contain is the default. As you can see, nothing changes. But if I say box fit dot cover, we can say if I use the cover, it covers the height of 300 and also a width of 300, right? So let's then take a look at the other method of rendering images using the image widget, which is the image.network. So if I go to Google, I have searched for this space image, and then if we can just go to copy image address, and then let's change this to network instead of asset. Let's change this to network. So what we need to do now is to paste the URL of the image. So let's paste the URL of the image, and then let's restart debugging. As you can see, now our image from the internet now appears on our device. So these are two methods of rendering images from the asset folder and then from the network. So in the next video, we are going to be using another library called image picker to render images from the device's memory. So thanks for watching, guys. Cheers. If you found this video, please make sure you click on the thumbs up button and the subscribe button, and make sure you share this video with your friends.